Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Was life better prior to the internet / social media? I don't even want to say my opinion. This is a fact. Yes. You want to know why? Because prior to the internet, social media, you know what I'm saying? Social media such as, X, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, etc. People's mind weren't preoccupied. For real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just be real. In the late 90s, the internet existed. But back then it wasn't like the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got on the internet and we did what we had to do. Like mostly we did research and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We got off and that's that. Even with PlayStations and Sega Genesis and the Nintendo and all the rest of that stuff, we had video games, we had all of that stuff. But it was a time and a place for that. Just like it was a time and a place to interact with one another as human beings. That's real spell. And I'll never forget those moments. And I know we'll never go back to that. You want to know why? Because the people, see, this is where the responsibility falls on us. Because the people are not going to give up their cell phones, their internet, social media. They're not. And it's a shame. It's a shame. But it's the truth. And the rabbit hole gets even deeper because now AI is here. And that's going to be another problem. I mean, it already is. People are losing their jobs and being replaced by robots. Companies and corporations don't care about human beings anymore. All they care about is, anymore. They never cared. But all they care about is profit margins. See, a robot don't get sick. A robot don't call in, talking about they sick. They don't need vacations, paid vacations, that is. They don't need to take breaks. They don't bitch and complain. They don't desire time off. So it's good for business. But see, this is what we wanted. And advance in technology, and this is exactly what we got. Exactly what we got. And then you have these young people that are clueless, right? That'll say, man, look at this old head, man. He just made a video a couple weeks ago about the 90s and how much he missing. And that's all I hear, these old heads just bitching and complaining all the time. And they don't even realize that we're fighting for them. They don't even realize that they're fighting against us and forwarding their own demise. Because this is not how we're supposed to respond and act towards one another. Let me tell you something. I've never been an introvert in my life. Never. But I am one now. Why? Because people have decided that the internet and their image and what they do in life is more important on social media than in real life, reality. Straight up. This was the worst thing that could have ever happened to us. But then again, the best thing. And the reason why I say the best thing is because people are truly showing their true colors online. How? Because everybody wants to be a superstar. Everybody wants the limelight. But not all people are superstars. Not all people are good people, are worth the light being shined on their life. Real talk. And all this internet and social media is just all a ploy to have us look that way while laws are being passed and our rights are slowly slipping away. Straight up. Prior to the internet, prior to social media, man, we socialized as human beings. Straight up. We had values and principles. Yeah, true indeed. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't. I could tell you numerous of stories of how things were in my days. And my mother could tell you how things were in her days. And my grandmother and my great-grandmother, etc. But I can tell you in this day and time, man, things have gotten worse. Because all communications, as far as human communications, are cut off. I don't know how long it's been since I've talked to a family member because they'd rather text me than call me. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit where a family member, a friend, if while you're texting them, you say in your mind, man, what am I texting this person for? I'll just call them. The person that you just got finished texting, you call them, they don't pick up the phone. See, we always want to blame the powers that be, the Illuminati and all of that stuff, right? But we are the ones that's mistreating one another. We are. We got the iPhone watches, everything that they put out. We got it. Now they got those goggles in. Everybody's trying to get those. As soon as they drop the price on them, as soon as they come out with a cheaper version of them, of those eye goggles or whatever they are, you'll see mad people walking around with them on. Human society is lost. We're gone. I remember one time, you know, I used to talk about the radio frequency identification chips, the RFID chips that they were going to embed in the epidermis of our skin. And people, you know, I used to tell people all of that, and then people would be like, man, I ain't getting that, da-da-da-da-da. Man, please, let them come out with that shit. Let them come out with that shit, and that chip has all your information on it. You don't need to drive you don't need to carry no driver's license, no credit cards, and none of that. You could probably link it up to your phone and get emails, all of that type of crazy shit. And people will be the first in line to get it. That's real talk. That's real talk, man. We want to blame everybody for our shortcomings. But the only person that you're supposed to blame is that man or that woman in the mirror. That's you. We put ourselves in this situation. I went on a hiatus last year. This is my word. Listen to this. I went on a hiatus or a blackout, I guess. I went black. I think that's how y'all put it. You know what I'm saying? When you take a break or walk away from social media, overall the internet. So I stepped away last summer, from June to August. I have a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, a TikTok page. I'm on Facebook. I think that's about it. I went black. I took it so deep to the point where I cut off my cell phone. And let me tell you something. Those months that I did that, it was the best days of my fucking life. I did the typical things that I normally would do, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis. I went to the gym, you know, I worked out. I went to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying. I did what I had to do, but I didn't have no form of communication. I had nothing on me. The only thing, matter of fact, the only thing I had on me was my firearm. That's it. And my wallet. And let me tell you something. When I came back, you know, people were trying to get in contact with me, such as my family members and friends, and they thought something happened to me because of the fact that I didn't post up nothing. I went black. Post up anything. I went black on the internet. They thought something had happened to me, like I went crazy or something. Ain't that something? I was living out the best days of my life. And I did come back. I came back in December. You know what I'm saying? But so I went black from like June to about August, September. And then from September, December, I was just rolling reruns. So I just reposted old stuff that I had up. And then I came out with new videos and stuff like that in December. And now I'm where I'm at right now. And I made a vow with myself before I did my first video when I came back. I made a vow with myself. I said, you know what? I'm going to be on here for a couple months and then I'm going to be done for good. And I'm going to live up to that. One day, I'm going to go black again and it's going to be for good. You're never going to see or hear from me. Straight up. Because I don't need it. I have more going on in my life. Things are more important in my real life than the one that I have pictured and painted or whatever have you online. I'm more of a dynamic person in real life than what you see on the internet. But some people live for that. One day you let some of these YouTubers and Instagram models, these people that have 50, 60, 100,000, you know what I'm saying, followers and subscribers. Let them check their channel or their page one day and their shit get deleted. That's going to be the end of their world. But not mine. Because I know what it's like to really love. I know what it's like to really talk to someone. I know what it's like to be loved. I know what it's like to go outside and take my shoes off. You know those rubber soles that you have on your feet? Get it? Rubber soles that you have on your feet. When you take those off and you ground and you receive that energy or electricity that's coming from the ground and coming up your... Y'all probably don't know nothing about that. I know what it's like to sit out in the grass and the sun shining and hearing birds chirp while watching my children play outside. See, people are just so far gone. And I don't see children playing outside anymore, man. I don't see couples walking outside holding hands. I see them on the gram. And then they say cut. And then they stop holding hands. I see a lot of fake ass shit. People take the time out. Take this. People take the time out to go over their lines and all the rest of that shit to get the skit right. They take the time out to imitate life, because that's what art is. While in the process of you trying to imitate life, you're not really living. I'd be damned if I go to a restaurant and put a camera in front of my face and eat and not enjoy my food because I got a camera in front of my face and I'm talking to you all. People tell me all the time, hey man, once you do some workout tutorials, man, y'all got enough out of me. Y'all got enough out of me. I'm done. When I go to the gym now, I got the Bluetooth earphones. So I'm saying I put my phone down, face down. I turned off all my notifications. I don't get any notifications and shit, as well as emails. I'll check that shit when and if I can. And I get to work. That's what I'm about. I focus on what I'm supposed to focus on. And oftentimes when I'm at the gym, I see people with their heads down in between sets. With their heads down, just like this. Oftentimes when I'm at a green light, someone is in front of me and I'm beeping a horn because they like this and not paying attention to what's going on. The internet, as well as social media, has taken your attention on what's most important, which is your life, and have you focus on something that doesn't even exist, that's not real, a virtual reality. It's not real. And I mean, this is an easy one. Why do they call it the World Wide Web? You ever seen something get stuck in a web? And who's the spider? Spirit, Delta, American Airlines are over your head. That shit gonna fly right over your head. Technology is going to be the end of human beings. And we cannot blame anyone but ourselves. Real talk. My children are not allowed on the internet. Only for research purposes only. And something constructive. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my son, he's an artist, you know what I'm saying? So he got that pad that's connected to the computer. So, you know, he draws on the pad and shit like that. And he downloads apps and shit like that, you know, to help out his artistry. That's it. They don't have no Discord. They don't have no Instagram. They don't have no YouTube channel or none of that. The mother of my children, she's totally not interested in that shit. She don't even want me to take a picture, a clip of her. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You want to know why? Because this is crazy, but she throughout the years of me being online, she's seen what it's done to me. How it's affected at times my relationship with her. And overall my family. And that's the thing. I'm not willing to deprive my family for you all. I'm not. This is the so-called world we live in now, where the internet and social media is way more important than life. And I don't care what anybody says. The internet has done more bad than good. That's real talk. And I can't wait to see the day when everything just turns off and we go back to being how we were before, prior to this. And it's a shame that we have to be forced to love one another again, to care for one another, to take the time out to love our children, to give them the time that they need. It's a shame, but I can't wait. I can't wait. Everybody is online. Everyone wants to be a superstar. Everyone. You got wannabe porno stars that have OnlyFans page. You got motherfucking on Instagram, these Instagram models that got these BBLs. They're just willing to do whatever it takes. Their lips filled in. Willing to do whatever it takes just for a like. Just for a heart. You got people on YouTube that's begging for subscribers. I don't even ask anybody to subscribe anymore. You know what's so funny? This is crazy. I swear to you, this is my word. The minute I stop saying, yo, would you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video? The minute I stop like putting like real production into my shit, like I stop putting the music, you know, on my videos. I stop putting the intro and the outro. I just turn the camera on and just record out of my car. I'm telling you, this is my word. It's the most subscribers, the most attention that I've gotten on my channel in years. I'm damn near close to 10,000 subscribers. I got 9,000 now. I'm like getting 1,000 subscribers like anywhere between, excuse me, an extra 1,000 subscribers, anywhere between like a month and a half. My channel's on the up and up. But do I care? No. Not when it comes to real life. Not when it comes to my family. Not when it comes to people that matter the most. For real. People have to understand this. That this is not real life. That you're investing in something that can fall tomorrow. I mean, look what happened. Look what happened just a couple weeks ago with Mark Zuckerberg, when he just turned off Instagram and people went ape shit. They even did videos, memes of them going ape shit. And this is crazy. And this is the reason why I make videos about the 90s. To let people know, hey, listen, it wasn't like this at one point in time. People weren't living reckless. It was just, the entertainers. But nowadays, everybody want to be an entertainer. Everybody wants to be important. And see, I was never that nigga in the club. I was always the nigga that played in, that played the back. You know what I'm saying? That was all the way in the back sipping on something. I never was the dude that went up and talked to the broads. The broads used to come to me and be like, yo, why you so quiet? I never had to fucking yell and scream and be in the middle of the club with my guns out and, yo, I'm the man, this and that and so forth. Never had to do that. Never had to be flashy. But that's what people are doing on the internet. No personality whatsoever. You just a ghost in a shell. That's all you are. Whatever trend it is, that's whatever's trending, that's what you do. You roll with whatever people are doing, whatever everybody else is doing. No identity whatsoever. And this is the reason why my channel is doing pretty good now. Why? Because I'm one of the last people. One of the last people. There's several last persons that's like real. What you see is what you get. But it's a shame, man. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a gimmick. Even, for an example, even when it comes to black people's freedom, it's a gimmick. Now the conscious community is just a joke. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Sooner than later, this is gonna change. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you all will be ready for it. For real. Because believe it or not, we created this problem. We can't blame no one for this. Yes, they created the technology. Yes, they put out the internet and social media. But what did we do? We bought into it. And now it's came to bite us in the ass. Because social media, the internet, AI was never a tool for people. It was never for us. It was always used as a tool to work against us. And that's what it's doing. I'm out.